Hola. ¿Cómo está? How are we this morning? Ain't it a lovely morning? It's gorgeous out. Anybody get the movie reference? Movie reference? Pshaw, you say. You wouldn't use a movie reference. Why, yes, I would. Thank you very much. Good morning, everybody. I hope everybody is having a magical day, right? What are you going to do today that is magical? Something different and new, I hope, right? Hi, everybody. I actually have my magic wand out. Boop. Bippity boppity boop. Right? Good morning, everybody. Let's see. I see we're having a difficulty this morning showing who people are. I see Shopaholic on YouTube. But there's Angel. You guys, in the comments so if you go back to the feed and you look at the live, you'll see a comment that says, if you click here and give StreamYard permissions, I'll see who you are. That's awesome. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, Diana. Good morning, Angel. Good morning, Pam. Everybody else, I can't see your name except for Shopaholic on YouTube. It's just a thing. Technology, right? Yay, us. Yay, technology. Actually, technology, it's like a double-edged sword, isn't it? It's wonderful. Look at what other streams am I on? Shopaholic, we are on Facebook. On like we're on actually go to like 8 different places. We're also on Ghost Squad Scotland. So hey Edwin, I saw your video this morning about you in Hot Springs. What? I watered you, I fed you, I don't know what you want. I don't speak that. So yeah, it was a cool video of Hot Springs, Arkansas. It's someplace I want to go. It's on the list. I have lots of places on the list. Who else has a list of places you want to go visit? And I want to talk. I guess we're going to talk about this morning. So I was in the garage this weekend. I've kind of been blue. It's a thing, right? When it doesn't matter whether you're an intuitive or you're not an intuitive, but when you're an intuitive, sometimes you feel things a little bit deeper than other people do because we're aware, right? Who else can validate that, right? We experience things deeply, not more deeply, but we're aware. So it just hits home a little bit more. And so we take things in to ourselves a little bit more, I think. And I've been having a month or two. I have been having a month or two where I've been beating myself up for not being enough. I've been beating myself for not being enough. Not as I was a year ago when I was really being able to engage in classes and things like that. And I had to sit back and think about what was stopping me from doing this again. What was stopping me other than my own piss poor thoughts, right? That's it. This is your self-care weekend. That's awesome. So I've been having trouble sleeping and things like that because I want to be able to be there to do the things that I was doing. And I had to find organization for myself. Hi, Vicki McHale. But sometimes we fall short on the things we want to do. That buzzer behind me is going to drive me nuts. And this really I should not have been out in the garage going through Bill's stuff. You're kind of behind on your age for several things, but it's perfect for you though, right? It's perfect for where you are. And the rich page. Good morning, Lisa Phillips. So I've been beating myself up, and I was in the garage going through Bill's things because I'm trying to get that organized so I can put out some oracle tables. I have orders for oracle tables that I haven't been able to do because I don't have a structured space for this, right? And I'm sitting there and I'm going through Bill's things and I come across his passport. Now, for years, Bill and Sam and I had talked about going to Scotland. He wanted to go to Scotland and he wanted to do all these big things, and he only has one stamp in his passport. And it made me so sad that he only has this one stamp, and he had all these great big dreams, right? But he put everything in front of it and didn't do it. Who puts things in front of your dreams? Like, who does that? Who puts, and this is how we do it. Throw the hearts out there. Absolutely. Because it is something we all do. Give yourself a heart. We do this. We say, gosh, that's on my bucket list. I'm going to do that. But I have to do this first, right? So we end up doing that first. And then something else is more important. And then something else is more important. And horse people have a saying. Life is short, buy the damn horse, right? And I'm sure it goes across all sorts of avenues, but I'm not buying any more horses. Actually, I have some for sale. Anybody want a horse? Yeah, Diana says, take it with you when you travel. Oh my God. I don't think they'll, look, you're dying. You're going to make me cry. I don't think they'll stamp it. Way to go, Diana. I don't know that they'll stamp it. What a cool idea, though. Anyhow, way to go, Diana. Wow, that was quick, right? Watching from Scotland. Susan Wilson, that's what we're talking about. My father had always wanted to go to Scotland. Our clan is from there, and he always wanted to go visit the castle, and it was such a cool idea, right? Something that we wanted to do. And today was this pony swim in Chincoteague. How cool. I've never been to it. Thunderstorms are rolling in. Well, then write it in. That's true. Get him a kilt. No. He has a kilt. I swear he has like 4. He has like 4 kilts, and they're being dispersed amongst the children and the husband. He has utility kilts and formal kilts, and he has the whole thing. The whole thing. It's not just a kilt. He has everything that goes with it. And that's how he went to Renaissance. So it was just, Diana. Whew, thank you. Way to go, Diana. I don't know that they'll stamp it, but it's a great idea. I felt like that when my mom died. She never made it to Italy, right? And actually, you guys, the world is so small, right? The world is so small. You know how much a flight from here to Reykjavik is, right? From Detroit to Reykjavik, Iceland, which is where we want to start next year, is $600. $600. It costs me more to fly to California than Iceland. And if you go to Iceland, then you just pond hop over. So that's the way we're going to start next year. We want to go to Iceland anyways, right? You went to the Renaissance Festival in Wisconsin last Saturday, dressed up like a sexy plague doctor. Check you out. Thank you so much, Claudette. Now you guys have seen my waterworks for the morning. Get him a round trip to Scotland. Here's the thing. I have a feeling Mr. Bill has taken a little time to visit Scotland and in a kilt. I would agree with you, Renee. If we go to Scotland, I don't have to buy him a ticket. Bill has not left too far from my side, our family's side, from the other side. He was there right away, right? He never just took a vacation and went back to the other side. He was constantly, unbelievably, the night he passed away. Was he cremated? Take him to Scotland. We will be taking a portion of him to Scotland. Yes, he is cremated. A little bit of him will be going. Feeling the love for Bill this morning. Let's change the subject so I can actually work. his September is coming up soon, and I didn't think it was going to bother me. And then I went out and worked in the garage, and I'm like, oh my gosh! All of a sudden, I'm hearing Bill has not left the building. No, Bill has not left the building. He sticks around, absolutely. While I was cleaning the garage, I found a bunch of cards that I had taken to Texas with me, and I had a bunch of stuff out there that I had taken to Texas with me, and I hadn't gone through yet. So it's been sitting out there a while, right? Bill and lights. Oh, Heather Johns, right? Bill. Anyhow, yeah, those are all great ideas, you guys. But we will be going to the castle, the clan castle when we're over there. Okay, cards. Let's move on to cards. Moving on to cards. The weather's not great for being July in Scotland. 4 seasons in one day. Oh no, I'm so sorry, Susan. We were talking about going in June or July because we're planning on coming over next year for our 35th anniversary, and we were talking June or July because we're looking for a good time to get over there and it not be yucky. But from what I understand, the weather is so changeable that it doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter, right? Okay, onward. Here we go. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. I was talking to Michael Groomer this morning. We were chit-chatting, and I think I'm going to put together a panel reading for this month. Who's interested? You speak to him often. He hasn't answered yet, but if he does, you'll be the first to know. Heather, that man, oh my gosh, he's just everywhere. Going to Salem this October. How cool. Oh, I'm so sorry, Diana. I'm so sorry. Bill's laughing so far. He got you to buy a boat, and now you're going to Scotland. I would not discount that on the boat, Vicky. I wouldn't, because he was very much about, I work too much. When I was over there, I would work during the day, and then in the evening sit down and watch television, which I still do here. I'd pull the computer out and I'd still be working. And he'd go, you need to find something fun. You need to do something fun. Well, Jesus, man, I can't. If I go too far, you're going to try and run down the hallway and right? Yeah. Anyhow, there we go. Yeah, you're right, Vicky. He does. You never listened to him when he was alive. Why start now? Lisa Phillips says, I've been feeling my mom more and more. I think she knows I'm not well. I look in the mirror and I hear, those are my eyes smiling at you. Oh, Lisa Phillips, isn't it great to have that connection? Isn't it incredible to have that connection and just know that they're there with you? It's amazing. It is amazing. I get, because he had a lot of Renaissance stuff, right? He has a sword and it's just sitting in my bedroom, and I get, why is that not hanging up? I mean, I'm like, dude, what do you want me to do? A commemorative wall? It is everything, right? You finally found a job as a nurse practitioner, just waiting for credentials. That is awesome. Congratulations. Okay. What's our card for the day? Let's move on. Did not anticipate this. My goodness. Unfoldment. You guys, I have an affinity for the lotus. I'm not quite sure why. From the beginning of my spiritual journey, the lotus flower has just really just resonated with me. And I'm going to assume it's the sacred geometry with it in Archangel Metatron, because the lotus flower does unfold into this really beautiful flower of life design, right? Just absolutely stunning. You have a lotus tattoo? I thought about a lotus tattoo. Instead, I just went to the little cute little kahuna guy and said, do whatever you want. And he did. And he did a fabulous job. So I need to go back to Hawaii and have it touched up, because once you start with a tattoo artist, you got to keep with them, right? So unfoldment, what do you have coming up? What do you have that you can see that is, you have a giant lotus on your back? Really, Lori? How awesome. How awesome. I have a tattoo of a lotus and a triple moon on my hand. Christine says, waited till the right job came along. I can pick my own days and number of patients, right? And she has a lotus tattoo as well. Look at y'all guys. Maybe we ought to start a group. So watch for new things coming into your path, you guys. New things are always coming. Oh, things are always falling off. We always have new things coming up. All I see is good morning, sunshine. Good morning. So just watch for new beginnings. Watch for new beginnings. Don't think of things as ending. Think of things as, look, there's a new beginning laid in front of me. Isn't that amazing? It's a different way to look at things. So I digress. We're going to start movie nights back up. We're going to be looking for a host for movie nights. Aaron's incredibly busy. Billy Ann, good morning. He is incredibly busy, and there's so many incredible programs on Gaia that we could be viewing and having fun with, and discussing. So we're going to, I miss you too, Heather. I just mailed off your I had to wait. So those of you that get the bippity boppity boop box, I had to wait for something to come in, and it is in the mail. If you have not received it, you should get it today or tomorrow. And please take a picture of it and post it, because I sent you guys something special. I sent you something special. Every once in a while, we try to throw something out. I know one month you guys got singing bowls, right? People are like, wait, what? They got singing bowls in the bippity boppity boop box. Yeah. Right. And this month, I really, really, really hope you enjoy. Did you get it? Did you get it, Heather? You got it. I really hope you enjoy what's in your box. So it's just, sometimes you just you go into the red a little bit and say, you know what? I love my peoples. So did I find you? Hi, Carrie. Yes. Okay. So, that's a thing right there that has come out, and I'm going to start, utilizing some of the things I have at my disposal, because I've been working against myself for months and months and months and struggling. And I have decided that now I am going to get myself back organized, and we're going to start doing a lot of fun things. Thanks for the smudging class. That was awesome. You're very welcome, Courtney. You're very welcome. So did anybody go back and watch the video? I know, look at me, squirrel. Did anybody go watch the video of the table tipping evening? I cannot tell you how cool it was. You have got to experience it, because it was hard for Caitlin, who's one of our new employees. She was going around and trying to keep up with what was going on, and the Oracle board is spinning, and we had the most incredible message. Just I know a person named Ellie that does it. I'm trying to think about what we're talking about. The Oracle board was going, and it absolutely spelled out the guy, it gave the letter of who he was looking for, gave all the information he needed. And then it spelled out, love you, Dan. Spelled the guy's name out and everything. There was no discounting, and everybody's watching everybody. Like, are you touching it? Are you moving out? Are you doing that? So that was so incredible. The Oracle board, the more you use it, the more in tune it seems to become. It was really cool. But the tables were tipping all over the place, and poor Caitlin couldn't keep up running around with the tables, because one would flip up and then it would hang there, and we have wooden floors, so it wants to slide on the floor and fall out from underneath it, because it doesn't have a carpet or anything underneath it, which is a good thing for me to think about, maybe getting rugs to go underneath it, but then again, if it wants to slide across the floor, Harvey. Right, Sherry Ann Harvey. We named one of the tables Harvey, because we have Auntie, but it wants to slide. So if it's gonna just slide, that's one thing. But if I could put a carpet under it, it's not gonna be able to do that. But when it just tips and it goes so far and it's on wood floor, it tries to slip out from underneath it. You probably need 1 or 2 dedicated cameras for each table. This is a great idea, Renee. It really is. And I think for next time, we will do that. because poor Caitlin was trying to run around. She's doing little interviews and everything. I'm like, it's great. So her and I are going to work together on this. And I think we're going to make a TikTok video because I am not TikTok skilled. Anyways, that was really cool. Let me try this again. Stay right here. Okay. So I was talking to Michael Groomer earlier. Oh, yeah. The table named Auntie was tapping and drumming for them. So it would go and tap on the floor. It was so cool. So let's try it again. Michael Groom and I were talking this morning, and I was talking about doing a panel, kind of like a Brady Bunch panel of intuitives on an evening. And could you put something in the bottom of the legs? Squirrel. To go out and get some engagement and do an evening out on the internet for reading. So it would be, I could moderate, and we have 4 different readers. And blessings from Scotland. Welcome, Andrina. And we will do a big reading evening. Focus. I know focus is difficult for me today. I have done a million things already this morning. I think I'm going to need to get myself a TikTok account. I have an account. That shirt is available on Amazon. What? Squirrel? So I will be looking for members to sign up to do this. I'll be looking for probably 3 more people because Michael's going to take one of the spots. I'll be the moderator. So that's the 5th person. And then I have to make sure my StreamYards account will put this many people on. Difficult for me every day. So I'm looking at my schedule and I will get that. I'm also going to be opening up where, because I have the computer set up in the reading room now at the shop where we can do distance readings through the shop, and people can book and come in and sit down and have a reading, get a recording of their session, and you can come through the Zoom and do the reading for them there, and they can book through the shop. Okay. Here we go. Can I get a whoop whoop? Can Karen come? Who's Karen? Can Karen come? Can I get a whoop whoop this morning? Can I get a whoop whoop? Can I get a whoop whoop? If you're lurking, please don't lurk. How can I call your name if you're lurking? Can I get a whoop whoop? I know it's nice to get a recording, right? But it also brings in intuitives from all over the world into the shop where they can just sit and get a reading, and they might not have met Karen from Uranus. I was just like, what the hell are we talking about? Okay. Billy Ann, I would like to sit and make an appointment with you. I know you work too. To sit and chit chat one afternoon. I'm going to go with Andrina. Andrina, are you available, Andrina? I like your name. He was doing the training. Can I get a woo woo? Andrina. Okay. I want to talk about, first of all, is it okay if I read for you? May I read you, please? I've found that, of course, it's ethics, right? You always want to make sure if they're here, they're willing to have a reading, right? You're sniping. Remember when sniping was a thing on eBay? Anyhow, stay focused. Andrina, I want to talk about your amazing connection to the earth. I want to talk about your past lives. I know you've had past lives running around barefooted and enjoying nature. I immediately want to say druid. I want to say shaman. I want to say healer. But somebody green. Green. There's so much green around you. A lot of heart chakra, a lot of healing, a lot of compassionate energy that you have. Not that, here's the thing. I'm not saying that we're all sunshine, roses, and unicorn farts, right? We are allowed to have a fun side. Has anybody watched my normal feed recently? It's changed a little bit, hasn't it? My normal feed, I used to be like, oh no, I can't put that up there because I'm supposed to be super spiritual, and it's just not me. I'm not that person. I'm not that running around throwing flowers everywhere kind of person. But what I do, okay, calm down. is I try to be authentic. And I think that you do that very well. I think that you have a snarky side as well, but you're also that wonderful healer. You're that person that we have to have snark. We have to have snark. We have to be able to be ourselves and not fit into the mold of what other people think we should be. And I think you do that really well. I want to talk about the moon energy that comes with you. Ooh, you're extraterrestrial as well. I love that. So they're saying you're part of the planet and you're part of the sun, and you're not the sun, but the moon. They want to talk about the moon for you. They want to talk about the goddess Artemis and Diana and that feeling and connection of being under the full moon. I'm sure you're probably affected by the full moon in a diverse way. And they're talking about you meeting in the middle. They're saying that you have this middle energy that you should be paying attention to. So you're really great at taking care of everybody. Your soulmate, snark and soul. You have this really great ability of taking care of everybody else, but make sure you're taking care of yourself, because Artemis is over here going, look at this, this is great. You've got this pull. People are attracted to you, and it's because of you having this high vibrating energy and this grounded energy. It's just amazing. But don't forget here. Don't forget to figure out who you are on a daily basis. And this is going to be a lifelong thing for you. You know, you guys, everybody's like, I feel centered and I feel this and I feel that. This is an everyday thing. Who we are changes daily. Daily. According to the experience that we have every single day. So we have to be able to look at ourselves and say, I like who I am today, not just yesterday or not just tomorrow, and not who you hope you're going to be tomorrow, right? Make sure you're paying attention to yourself. And I want to talk, because my first thing is I want to say, you can't pour from an empty cup, but whatever you pour out of your cup comes out golden. It's like they show this teacup and it comes out with this golden, beautiful energy. So the other thing I can tell you is that people that would be considered maybe narcissistic love you. They love you because you have all this diverse energy, like, and on high as well. So make sure you pay attention to that. But I'm supposed to tell you to love yourself today. Every single step you take, love it. Mistakes, positive, everything. Because, you know, the mistakes, and when we're teaching, because we have a psychic development class coming up next month, right? In a couple weeks, we have a psychic development class starting. And one of the things we teach in that class is collect the no's. Collect the no's. We learn within the storm. We learn within this didn't work for me. That will. Yeah, that's where we learn. So, and I know in the reason we started teaching that within the class was because just because we don't achieve something the first time doesn't mean that it's not something that we need to remember or incorporate. It just means it may not have worked that time. It's a beautiful thing. Spot on, honestly. Thank you. Yeah. Be yourself. Be who you love being. That's what's important. Oh my God. My guides are like, Lisa. And I love that the goddess Artemis come across for you, because I really feel like you have past lives in ancient Greece. I think you're an old soul. And I know that because when they bring in the extraterrestrial energy, that means you stepped in here at the beginning of the Earth experiment. And for this time around, because there are 5 or 6 layers of humanity underneath us that we are not even touching with excavations. There are intelligent, incredible civilizations below our feet. Okay. And they're finding it out a little bit by, they're finding out a little bit with all these scans that they're doing over the forest. And they're seeing that there's almost hundreds of miles of cities that they're like, how the hell did that get built? Well, because you don't know everything. right? But the goddess Artemis talks about the sacred paths that you've walked. I don't really have her generally just pop in as for a reading, so that's pretty cool. She talks about the sacred paths that you've walked, and she talks about the bells on your ankles. I don't know about the bells on your ankles, but she's showing me your ankles in a past life, and you have bells on it. If anybody knows about anything like that, I don't know if it's a priestess thing. Maybe Tanya knows something about that. But I hear bells on the ankles as you walk. I'm going to have to look that up now because that's a new piece of evidence that I've never experienced before. And the way you walk quietly, how you can walk into a room and you feel like nobody might see you there, but your energy is very relevant. You're an interesting individual. Are you watching us from Ghost Squad? Let me check. Nope, we don't have anybody on Ghost Squad Scotland. Probably My Mystical Life. Yeah. Priestess of Delphi. I know Tanya was trying to not go there. So what Tanya's talking about is very, very rarely do I run across somebody when I'm doing past lives that they were a priestess in one of the pantheons and they were called to service within Delphi for the oracles of Delphi. So it's those individuals, right, Tanya? They are connected. They feel that connection to the planet, but then they go up high as well. And it's just this amazing energy. Bells on an ankle have something to do with the evil eye, do they? Typically ceremonial rituals. I see people are looking up. Some Native Americans and probably other cultures will dance with bells on their ankles. Absolutely. Hi, Carrie. So you just have all this really, really great energy with you. And I think you could be working. I don't know what you do. I don't know if you work intuitively, but damn it, you should be. If you're not, you should be working intuitively. Absolutely. Because I can hear the drum beat behind you. I can hear the sound of the drum as I'm talking about you being working spiritually. I can hear, hi, Carolyn, the shamanic sounds behind you. So I know you've worked in that. Oh, yes, I do, Tarot. I'm Drew's Paranormal. Oh, hi. How you doing? You should be doing more. You should be doing more. Contact me about the Oracle of Delphi thing because I mean to tell you, there's just so much. There's so much. I hope that's helpful. You're unique. Moving on. Moving on. Okay. Sherry Ann says, what does it mean when you see people that have passed out of the living world? How you doing? Mediumship. It's mediumship. It's see, everybody in the planet has a skill, right? Everybody. Oh my gosh, Tanya, are you kidding me? She says the Delphi women were connected but enslaved, but bells were used to know where their whereabouts. Thank you, Tanya. I knew you'd have the answer. I did not know that. I had no idea. That's so cool. It's not cool, but I mean, it's great information. So when we're seeing individuals on their side, that's part of a clairvoyance, but it's also mediumship. So if it's a muscle to flex, if you haven't tried flexing that muscle, if you haven't stepped into your intuitive skills yet, then that's something we will be doing a class. We'll be doing a class on mediumship skills 1. And as winter gets closer, because everybody's out enjoying summer right now. That's why we don't have intuitives working or people on the group right now doing evenings, except for we have Nancy and then we have Tanya or Tammy. And then once September rolls around, we'll open that back up. Hi, Heidi. It's my condolences. I see someone passed. So all of these things will start gearing back up in September, but everybody's outside enjoying time, right? Tanya's season 3 podcast launches today. Tanya, can you give us the information so we can go check that out? And can we put the podcast on My Mystical Life, please? So, Sherry Ann, it's a skill to hone. If you are wanting to do that, you can absolutely hone that. But your first thing is to get yourself down when it comes to psychic skills, because every medium is a psychic, but not every psychic's a medium. So you want to have the base psychic skills down before you step off into that, basically. What does it mean to have dreams about my future? I find it so weird when I'm doing something, I realize I've seen it in a dream. Congratulations, Ashley. You are a precog. You are a precog. A lot of people do precog. I am not one of them. There are just things that some of us are better at than others. You can start doing a dream journal and really realize and document what you have in dreams, so that when that does come to pass, you can have had it dated and be like, aha. But what that also does, it gives you validation for the left side of your brain. We're going to do a class on the connection to left side and right side and why they both need to work together. You had a moth land on you the other day. What kind of moth? I like the great big green ones. Precog is just precognition. It is seeing what's coming. It's a clair. Absolutely. Energies have been dynamic. Anybody else notice that? How's my caramel doing in there? Sure, it's the breakdown. I'm in the middle of something, but I'll post it. Absolutely, Tanya. Great, thank you. Ellen Marie, good morning. You have precog synchronicity drives you nuts. Yeah, that would drive me nuts. I had somebody, because people think that if you're an intuitive, you do it all, right? I had somebody the other day. I was walking out of, where was I? My sister-in-law. My sister-in-law was walking out of the marina office, and she goes, I've lost so-and-so. And she kind of looked at me expectantly. And I went, I don't do that. That's not my area, man. Not my area. So what do we have this week? What do we have today? What is today? I will be setting out a schedule, because I'm setting out schedules now. I am getting myself back organized. I was having a pity party. We're going to call it a menopausal pity party, where I was not feeling like I was achieving enough. And I am now getting myself back into the organizational skills that say, get your shit, get it together, move forward. Because I was having to make some tough decisions. I was making decisions. I've been finding feathers lately. A hummingbird has been coming to your door wall right in front of the camera. How cool, right? Okay, can I get a whoop whoop? I've been dreaming like crazy last night. I woke up. Yeah. I've been keeping my husband awake. Put Michael Groom in charge of your agenda. He's a ninja. I like Michael more than that, because my agenda is fluid. It has to be. It has to be. Can get a whoop whoop. Let's see. Sometimes we have to have the pity party to wake us up. Things change all the time. You have to do what's best for you. Absolutely. Absolutely. Mm-hmm. Whose birthday is it? Whose birthday? Whose birthday is it? I heard happy birthday to you. Is your agenda word search puzzle like mine? Here's how mine goes. Have you seen my phone? That's what I got employed when I bought it. We have employees for. Have you seen my phone? What's good, Jesus? I don't think I've ever asked whose birthday was this. I just heard, yeah, it's in your phone. Right? I just heard I was started to hum happy birthday. So it's Carolyn's birthday. You don't have to tell us how old you are. It's your birthday. It's your birthday. It's your birthday. Why am I out of breath for you? What are you running around trying to achieve? You just don't care. Dinah's like, I can't do it all. I don't care. I don't care. I just discovered I need more organization. That's what I needed. Stuff set in place. Carolyn, I want to talk about I had purple martins on the fence, on the wire out here. It's really pretty. Squirrel. I want to talk about something that you're hearing. I want to talk about something that you have coming across auditory to you. I'm not sure if it's your own self-talk or if it is something you're actually hearing. Like, who's telling you something that you're not liking or you're fighting against? Someone's holding a mirror up to you so that you can see some of the things that you don't like about them. So I need you to pay attention to that, because what happens when something like that happens, it's always when we see something about somebody else, they have a trait that's so annoying. We have to kind of hold the mirror up to ourselves and go, what is it about myself, or what is it about my patterns that makes me not like that? And these things are hard. So what they're coming across for you today is hard stuff. It's time to do some shadow work. It's time to let go of some old patterns, some old belief systems that I need more energy too. That's where the coffee comes from, Ashley. Time to let go of some of the old things that you've been revolving in. And if you're going, why am I not going any further, any faster? What is the problem? You know, our subconscious likes to do the same thing over and over and over. It doesn't like to step outside of lines. It wants to stay right here, right? Like 80s dancing. It wants to stay comfortable. So it's time to push yourself beyond what you are used to doing and find something that's uncomfortable to help you grow. Jansen, good morning. So what is something, I mean, you don't have to tell us, but you can kind of think about this. Like, did these birds build a nest in my soffit? No, they didn't. They're over there on the roof. Yes, Heidi, let that shit go. But here's the thing. First of all, you have to realize that you have a pattern. First of all, you have to look at it and go, well, what could that be? And figure it out. That's hard. That's hard. That's hard when we have to go, because I'm speaking from experience in the last week. And Sam's probably like, here, let me get you a caramel. Just open your mouth and pop it in your mouth, you know, because we have to look at ourselves and we fall into a rut. Linda, we fall into a rut and we have to see it to be able to get out of it. So when we fall into that rut and we're like, why me? Why me? Who's done the why me? Oh my God. Why me? And not, why not you? But why me? Why am I not able to keep up? Why am I not able to put the pin in where it needs to be? All of these things, instead of going, how can I change this? What major thing needs to shift in my thought process to create change? It's because the subconscious doesn't want to do that. Subconscious says, well, don't change. We have to learn all sorts of new things if you change. So you have to kind of look at it and go, all right, okay, what is it? And they're like, you need to pull out one little obstacle and everything will flow. Jansen says, hello, just popping in to say hello and hope everyone has an amazingly beautiful day. Y'all are warriors. Kick the day's ass. Don't let the day kick your ass. You're a poet, Jansen. You're right, though. Good morning, Johanna. Good morning. Now we have you thinking. Because here's, right, Carolyn, we are creatures of habit. So if you have one area you're revolving in and you don't feel like you're getting anywhere, something has to change. The definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over and expecting different results. So what is it you can change? What can you remove from your obstacles and move forward? But here's the thing. If we're comfortable in our subconscious patterns, we're not going to look for change until someone says, it's your birthday. Make it a new day. Change something. Remove something. Add something. Something. Right? Oh, Diana. That's kind of like, take Bill's passport with you and see if you can get it stamped. It's an excellent idea. Obviously, if I go to customs and I go, could you stamp it? He passed away. What are they going to look at me like I've lost my mind? I'm like, here's the certificate of death. I just need it for him. I'd be like, he needs it from the other side. Wait, how do you approach this? Hi, my name's Lisa. I'm William Lipinski's daughter, psychic medium. I got Bill here with me. He'd really like, no, he didn't buy a ticket. Calm down. He didn't buy a ticket, but he'd really like a stamp in his passport. 9 out of 10 psychic mediums agree Bill would like a stamp in his passport. They're going to be like, they're coming to take you away, ha ha. Where life is beautiful all day long. Husband be like, well, I enjoyed her while I had her. Oh, anyway. What time is it? I gotta go to work. Anyhow, I'm so excited, Linda. They may place you in holding for a bit, right? Right? They gonna let me on the plane? Anyhow. All right, guys. I'm gonna let y'all go. I have got to get to work, and I hope everybody has a wonderful day. Find light, find love, find joy, feel divine, because you are. And if Mr. Fry were here, he'd say, "May the light be with you always." I'll talk to you guys later. Bye, guys.